left pocket. That's all I need to do. I'm sure some of you know what it means. Many of you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to be amongst you people. Seniors in karate, where can we get something like this and we can be part of it and be in those company? I'm really honored to be in your company, and thank you, Hanshi Deena, for letting us know that Hanshi Sonny Pillay and Ben and the others are going to be here. So we made it our duty, and we made it possible to come here. But there were others that were supposed to come with us. Unfortunately, they had other commitments and they could not be here. Brother Mikey asked me to apologize to you that you could not be here, but thank you for extending your invite for you to be here, and Sylvie and the others. I've known Sensei Deena since I was 8 years of age. I just want to divert from karate to what I've learned from Deena. If some of you know, or maybe all of you know, that Deena was a very keen swimmer. So the days that we used to go to the swimming pool and we longed to see Deena in the pool. So there when we get to the pool, I didn't even only want to swim. I wanted to learn how to dive like Deena. Because when I saw Deena come off the high diving board with the back dive and all that, I said, wow. We saw Deena and others, Roland Palm, as mentioned earlier on. We stood under that high diving board, which was 3 or 4 meters high. And we saw Deena, Roland and others do 3 somersaults in the air and come down with a neat dive into the pool. Today, 30 years later, we're seeing people doing it on TV. But we were witnessing it at 8 and 10 years old. So to you, Deena, we're very grateful. Roland Palm is late. God bless his soul. And with your encouragement and things, I started as a lifeguard. I excelled in my position. I became a professional lifeguard. And then I moved up to a senior position, and I've served the community for 30 years in my career.
Thank you very much. Malika, I'm sure there's a lot more that you haven't heard about a lovely husband, but you know, we'll still keep it a secret. Finally, I come to my dear friend, Milan Ahmad, whom I meet quite often because we play a lot of golf together. Milan, you have the final say now.
Maybe the foundation, thank you. Hanshi Deena, Hanshi Pillay, Ben, all the creditors here, instructors, my dear friend, call him Sampai, now 40 years on maybe Duts, Sampai, never changed that. He was graded with black belt. I was there at Jami Mohon, but he never used the black belt. I don't know why. He said that he's not black belt, he's a black belt. I'm the witness, Sampai, so you can't deny that. For some special reason, Duts was one of the great fighters we had at Sanuki. It saddens me when I talk about Duts because Duts could have been the top of karate if he kept it up. He's done other sport, we were the lives of the club together, he played soccer, and he still goes to gym often. He still goes after the girls. He's a single man, so that's around. Not for married men, ladies and gentlemen. Married men was look after their wives. Hanshi Deena got a long way with us in the family. His parents, his late dad was such a wonderful human being, very close to us. In retirement, we spent a lot of time in our yard. We had a backyard panel shop coming at Crocus Road, and Dad used to come in with a Peugeot 404 1974, 75. And Dina's lovely mom was smiling and working hard, always with a salary. What an astute lady. And Dina's dad was such a great man. I remember that he was strict and smart and always clean shaven. She used a short but eventually with socks, and it was something else. Dina was newly married. I remember no babies at the time, and he went to Japan for a year. His young wife and his parents, lovely wife, made the sacrifice. All that in those days wasn't easy, and it was a great sacrifice that you've made. I remember it. Also, the second time we spoke karate in Springtown, in the Durban area. We spoke karate. It was Hanshi Deena. I never should say this, but if Deena ran his shots, the kind of bandit you never catch him. He used to move actually around. And Deena on the main area will get you down on the ground very easily, like somebody who looks at you. These guys came on a Zuluki or something else. And very pleased to hear that Hanshi Pillay spoke about Jami Mohan, who was our guru. There's no question about that. He came off there. And even gurus make mistakes. So, he died very early, very sad. But Hanshi Deena achievement worldwide is known, it's recognized. It makes us so proud that we have this special relationship with Hanshi, and a close relationship, a brother relationship with Sylvie and Boogie and Kush and Joe. It's such a close, we don't see them often, but the love and the affection is there. And like Hanshi spoke about the peace, our then friend here spoke about Swami Shahananda. Swami Shahananda, the president of Ramakrishna South Africa, 20 years ago opened a karate club at the ashram in Avoca, which I run now, going on 20 years. And the Swamis also have seen that how important karate discipline is. And that's what we do, teach children the discipline, the respect, the love and the peace that Hanshi spoke about. Peace, 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 that we need. And any spiritual man in karate or in spiritual life would want peace. And Hanshi is giving the word of peace. It's such a great thing. Hanshi was saying, and we've got our friend, the editor from the newspaper is here, and they asked me about Hanshi, and I said to him, he said, no, I want to hear about him, I want to write. And he made sure he took pictures and he was to write about Hanshi. Hanshi sadly has not been recognized, and thanks to our Hanshi Pillay and recognizing so warmly this evening and so nicely, and all those accolades and the awards. It's so touching, it's so overwhelming for the work that Hanshi has done in our country. It's one of the stalwarts we've had in karate. Also, we're very proud of Hanshi Sonny Pillay, who did big things in the world for karate. I think he also needs to be more recognized by government and other governments as well for the work he's doing. It's, again, I'm not being racist about this, but if you look at the community that we come from, and like it's about 1% of the community and done so well, and all this karate has done so well, we can also be proud of them. But again, karate takes a lot of time, especially for Hanshi Deena and Hanshi Pillay. They go away, they leave their families, training 7 days a week. It's not easy. Thanks God to their lovely wives to make that sacrifice. You don't fight with the husband. You come late, you're coming tired. You don't get mad with us. Karate doesn't never get tired. They continue with the work. Hanshi will miss you more often in our country. And I wish that you came and visited the ashram before you left, but we will leave it tomorrow morning. Pray that you come back next time and be with us. Thank you very much for everything. Please, it would be nice to have you. Hanshi has always been very kind to me, Hanshi Pillay. I meet him in the gym very often. He's on the treadmill while I have a swim and we chat. And he's always encouraged me. Very grateful. I've got a grandson who's 7 years old. He's trained under Hanshi's classes in Eagle College. I didn't bring him to the Ramakrishna Center. He went to train at school. He's got a lovely son, a good instructor, psychologist, karate. I see the kids, the way he disciplines them, the way he shows them the love, and the way he controls those kids. Unbelievable. Well done to your sons. I'm very proud of your son. Thank you very much for everything. God bless you. Thank you for having us here. And please come back. We can do something different. God bless you.
Thank you, Ramar. I think many of us as teachers and instructors and so on, it gives us great satisfaction when we hear that our students have made something of themselves, achieved accolades, and have become better humans on this earth. It reminds me of a little incident that happened many years ago at David Naidu, and that was while Hanshi Deena was in Japan. Sibi and myself were there. Amar's dad brought his younger brother. He was about this age, 6 or 7 years, and he reckoned, you know what, my son is so naughty, even I can't discipline him. Can I leave him at your club? And can you instill some discipline in him? And yes, he was really naughty. But we created certain aspects and some methods as to how he needs to follow the rule to be disciplined. And he's trained with us. And I'll tell you what, about 15 years back, I had an accident with my work, and he went to Aram's panel beaches. So here I go there, I see Aram sitting there. Aram, do you know me? Looked at me and he says, no. So I said, don't you remember your instructor in David Naidu? This was his name. Oh, he was so excited. He called his family, he called his kids. They can see him. He was one of them talking the right things in life. See where I am today, our own businesses. So, you know, it's a lesson for all of us. You know, we as humans, we as elders, no matter how old or young we are, must always try and instill good values in other people. See everybody as God, and if they see God in you, what better this world will be. Finally, I would like to end up, I don't know if Hanshi Pillay would like to say anything. I know he's running late. Hanshi, you around? Oh. I was going to say Sensei. Hanshi Deena, you want to close up with anything? Hanshi? Finally, before closing up, would you like to say a few words in closing the session? And Hanshi Deena?
Firstly, a big round of applause for Bridg. Bridg is a very unassuming man, a simpleton, a very humble gentleman, and his humility is extremely remarkable. I salute you. He's a big man in his own field, but he always keeps under the radar. Once again, a big round of applause for Bridg. Friends, there is a saying in Japanese, it says, Ichigo Ichihai. Ichigo Ichihai. This means, these are precious moments. Savor them, for they may never occur again, as they are made in heaven. I'll repeat that for you, because it's very profound. Ichigo Ichihai. These are precious moments. Savor them. S-A-V-O-U-R. As they may never occur again, for they are made in heaven. So tonight is summarized by that phrase, clause, or cliche, because life is short. We are here tonight, we're not sure about tomorrow morning. I want to say I've had a wonderful evening because I've honored somebody who is most deserving of this honor because of the contribution he has made to society. A teacher is a mentor. A teacher is a leader. A teacher is an inspiration. This country is short on leadership. And if you take Trump into contention, the world is short on leadership. And then there's another lunatic in the UK called Boris Johnson. So the world is short on leadership. So these rare gems that we have in our midst, we must wrap them up in cotton wool and keep them very close to our hearts, because they don't come through very easily and very regularly. I thank you all for patronizing this event and sharing this glorious moment with Hanshi Deena Naidu and his lovely wife. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of the evening. It's a wonderful entertainer here. Let's honor him by enjoying his music. There's nothing more that an entertainer wants than to hear and see and feel that his audience are enjoying him. Osh, thank you.
Hanshi Deena, would you like to round up?
I'm sure you must be tired of listening to me. Karate has taken me on a terrific journey. I had the opportunity of training the 110 Battalion in the Australian Army. I taught them for about 2 years. These were the heavy gunners, the huge soldiers in unarmed combat. And so I'm going to tell you a little story quickly about one of the incidents. So I was training the soldiers of how to defend themselves against the enemy that grabs them from behind. So I taught them a throw. And one of the soldiers, a 6'7" giant of a man, screamed across from the other side, and he said, "Sir, it's not going to work, sir." So I said, "It's not going to work?" He said, "No, sir." So I said, "Okay." I said, "Greg," one of my assistants, I said, "Greg, just go across there and let the soldier grab you." So the soldier grabbed Greg. And imagine now, Greg's about 5'6", the soldier's about 6'7". So he grabbed Greg and he picked Greg off the ground. He said, "Sir, it's not working." I said, "Greg, give it to him." So Greg went boom with his heel on the soldier's groin. And the soldier screamed in agony as he dropped Greg. And Greg threw him over the shoulder. And the whole battalion laughed. So there's always a way of defending. So today, I had the great honor, earlier today, of meeting Sensei Bridg's brother, who was a brigadier in the police force. And we chatted about different aspects of karate. I said, the picture that people have about karate, it is vicious, it's violent, it's about hurting, and so on. So I showed him a couple of simple ways of defending without hurting. And this is what karate is all about. But we use karate in its different levels for different purposes. So it's not only about hurting, it's about protecting yourself. So he was so impressed that we can use this art that he always thought as a violent art of defense into something so different. So my path in karate is about teaching karate on the different levels that I've learned. So the impression that people have that karate is violent, it is not. So karate has 3 levels of understanding. You have the physical dimension, as Govind Sensei says, The physical dimension of karate is the little finger. The mental dimension of karate is the middle, the next one. And the spiritual dimension is the third one. So when you get those three, you form the circle, which means a complete art. How clever is that? So he says, the easiest thing to learn about karate is the physical. The hardest is the mind. How difficult it is for us to control the mind. Mind control comes next. And the third, the most difficult of all, is the spiritual dimension. And that's what I'm pursuing. And this is what I'm teaching to the world, the spiritual aspects. So thank you people for honoring me today. Thank you, Hanshi, for giving me the awards. Thank you, Kiyoshi, for being here to support this. Thank you to everybody else that was here today. I deeply and truly love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanshi Pillay, Hanshi Deena Naidu, Kiyoshi, and all you wonderful people that were here this evening. It was an absolute pleasure mixing with you all, sharing some old memories. And I'll tell you what, it was really exciting having you guys. The party is not over yet, and the speeches and so on are done with. Vikas, if you can hear me, put a nice chutney number on. Tamil chutney or Hindi chutney, whatever you can do. And guys, one more thing, I've got some business cards here, Vikas. If anybody is interested in hiring him, please do so. Thanks once again, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, my darling. Well said, eh? Take care, eh? Dogs, all the best, eh? Take care, buddy. Keep well. Thank you, friends.
Thank you.